ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
Those were false promises, and those journeys have had devastating results.
A stern warning to migrants about entering the country illegally. Federal officials today warning about the dangers of trusting human smugglers. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Lindsay Pena. As our ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo shows us, officials say human smuggling attempts and deaths are up this fiscal year.
These officials say they hope examples of failed human smuggling attempts will be enough to stop people from putting their lives in danger. The message was simple: don't come and don't trust smugglers that promise an easy entry into the United States.
Do not place your life in the hands of human smugglers.
The U.S. Attorney, joined by a number of agencies, including CBP, Border Patrol, and the Coast Guard, made their message loud and clear.
To every person who is considering a desperate, perilous journey to the United States, whether in a boat or on foot or in the trunk of a car, don't do it.
According to the U.S. Attorney, the number of human smuggling-related deaths in the Southern California region in the first half of 2021 is on pace to pass all of fiscal year 2020.
We have seen 25 migrant deaths in border areas in San Diego and Imperial counties from October 2020 through April 2021, compared to 29 in all of fiscal year 2020.
Officials provided several examples they say show the dangers of trusting these smugglers, citing the Panga boat crash off the coast of Point Loma in early May that killed 3 people, the Panga boat rescue in La Jolla in mid-May that left 1 person dead, and the crash in the Imperial County back in March that killed 13 people. The suspected smugglers in all 3 cases facing a number of federal charges.
They just want their fees. Smugglers care only about maximum profit.
The U.S. Attorney hoping these examples will discourage people from taking the risk and had this message for the smugglers.
We will prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law.
In downtown, Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
Turning now to coronavirus, San Diego County may break through into the yellow tier next week. That announcement came today during the county's weekly COVID update. The move easing more capacity restrictions, which would come just 1 week before the state's tier system is retired and all of California fully reopens.
Informal gatherings again can increase, private events can increase, indoor seated events can have increased capacity. And I just want to note that if you have a vaccine verification or testing verification, you can even go beyond these totals that are there.
The county also announced a partnership with the Padres to encourage vaccination. 100 pairs of Padre tickets will be raffled off among those who get vaccinated tomorrow through the end of the month. And here are the latest numbers on coronavirus in San Diego County. There were 42 new cases reported today, bringing our total to more than 280,000. And after 3 days without any new deaths, the county is reporting 4 more deaths from the virus.
New video is released from body cameras after a standoff between Florida deputies and 2 armed children. ABC's Morgan Norwood has more on what led to one of the kids getting shot.
Authorities releasing new body camera footage showing a tense standoff between deputies and 2 children.
Has a long gun pointed toward me. Juvenile male looks like he has something in his hand as well.
Watch as the deputy hides behind a tree, begging a 12-year-old boy and a 14-year-old girl to stop shooting.
Don't let me do this. Don't do this.
The sheriff's office says when the girl came out of the garage firing the shotgun at deputies, they shot back. The teen critically injured. Helicopter video capturing the gunfire.
They did everything humanly possible not to engage them because they were juveniles. They took gunfire.
The boy quickly obeying commands.
Keep your hands up!
The video blurred as deputies rushed to help the girl.
Hey, what's your name, sweetie?
Rip it.
The Volusia County Sheriff's Office says the 2 had run away from a group home, breaking into a house. The guns, including an AK-47 and shotgun, both belonging to the homeowner. The girl's father, who doesn't have custody, in disbelief.
I can't believe that my daughter had a shotgun and she was shooting at deputies.
The sheriff said they responded to the group home 289 times just last year. The 14-year-old also had previous run-ins with the law. The home calling the situation tragic and now suspending the emergency shelter care program the children belong to.
We're arresting these kids in the state of Florida for violent crimes, and the Department of Juvenile Justice wants to put them into places that can't handle them.
The Florida Department of Juvenile Justice responding to the sheriff. In a statement, they explained the home the children came from was not a DJJ program. Both children are charged with attempted first-degree murder and attempted burglary. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, San Bernardino County.
Investigators continue to search for a motive in the deadly workplace shooting at a fire station outside LA. An off-duty firefighter stormed into the station, killing one of his own colleagues and critically injuring another. Our affiliate in LA reports the suspect was apparently involved in an ongoing dispute with a co-worker. Investigators have not confirmed that. Friends, family, and fellow first responders remember the victim, 44-year-old Tori Carlin, as a 20-year veteran firefighter specialist, husband, and father.
When it comes to being a father, when it comes to being a fireman, when it comes to being a mentor, there was nobody that could parallel that.
A 54-year-old fire captain was also shot. He is in critical condition after undergoing life-saving surgery. Investigators say the suspect barricaded himself inside his home, which he set on fire. He was later found dead by suicide.
Chula Vista police have been interviewing more people, writing more search warrants, and reviewing new tips in the case of missing mother Maya Miliete. Next week will mark 5 months since anyone has seen or heard from her. As ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala explains, court documents also reveal Maya's parents are now calling for visitation rights with their 3 grandchildren.
The search for Maya Miliete continues. The Chula Vista Police Department is working with the DA's office, FBI, and NCIS to find out what exactly happened to the mother of 3 who hasn't been seen since January 7th. Wednesday, Chula Vista Police releasing their bi-weekly investigative update, saying so far they've interviewed 61 people, written 42 search warrants, reviewed more than 85 tips, and conducted searches in the area of 500 Hunt Parkway in Chula Vista, which is near her home on Paseo Los Gatos. In the meantime, a family court petition was filed in Chula Vista. Maya's parents explaining that they've had a very close relationship with her 3 kids, their grandchildren. But since Maya's disappearance, the parents say her husband, Larry Miliete, has cut off all communication between them and the children. The documents go on to state that they've tried to informally work with Larry to come up with reasonable visitation and communication with the kids, but there's been no response to their requests. They say with the disappearance of their mother, the children need all the sources of stability, love, and support they can get. The grandparents now asking the courts to get involved, requesting that the 3 kids be in their care on alternating weekends each month, or at least one weekend a month. In addition to that, they want to be able to video chat with the kids once a week. ABC 10 News did hear from Larry Miliete Wednesday in response to the grandparents' visitation request. In a statement, he said in part, "This is just another form of harassment intended to cause our family more harm. As you can see in their past actions, they have no regard for our family's well-being, let alone our children's welfare. They have ulterior motives. My kids are well taken care of." Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
And now to breaking news. A man is dead tonight after a crash in La Mesa. It involved both an SUV and a motorcyclist at Dallas and Fletcher Parkway. Our ABC 10 News breaking news tracker captured this video shortly after the crash. The motorcyclist was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead, according to police. The driver of the SUV stayed at the scene while the crash is being investigated.
Dozens of security cameras are set to go up in downtown Oceanside. This after the City Council okayed the plan to purchase more than 50 surveillance cameras. ABC 10 News reporter Anthony Purr is in Oceanside, and while some say it will make the streets safer, some raise questions of privacy.
The security cameras will cost close to $500,000, but Oceanside Police believes it will be effective in fighting and deterring crime. Downtown Oceanside will soon be getting some extra eyes.
I think it'll be a good use of technology for us.
Oceanside's police chief touted the City Council's decision to approve the plan to buy more than 50 security cameras and install them downtown.
We specifically targeted this core downtown area because of the high concentration of crimes that we have seen over the last handful of years.
The chief says they have 20 police officer vacancies. They're not fully staffed. So he says the cameras will be a significant help now and beyond, even when they fill the positions. Police say the cameras will not be monitored 24 hours a day, but if an issue or crime comes up, they can view past footage. The recordings would be saved for a year. There will also be signage posted to make people aware if they are in an area under surveillance.
This is a high traffic area. We have people come from all over the world here. They should be safe, and I think the cameras help to deter crime.
San Diego had a similar program in place, but it was eventually halted after privacy and oversight concerns. Seth Hall was with a group that had been vocal about those concerns. The group is not involved with Oceanside's plan, but they say, like any camera surveillance system, people should be crystal clear about who has access.
How are you going to handle the data generated by these cameras? Who's going to have access to it? Is it going to be sent to the cloud? Or a bunch of private employees, maybe not even in America, going to have access to view the footage?
Anthony Pura, ABC 10 News.
Other local cities are doing this. Carlsbad had automatic license plate reading cameras at 14 intersections since 2017. And as Anthony mentioned, the city of San Diego installed more than 3,000 smart streetlights, which contain cameras and microphones to collect information. But privacy concerns led the city to stop collecting some of the data last summer. Police continue to use the cameras for law enforcement.